Hi, I'm Allison Davis coming to you live from GBTA Broadcast Studio at GBTA Convention 2019 Chicago. We're here at McCormick Place, and today I have here with me Ryan Wenger from WhereTo. Ryan, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thanks for having me.
Welcome to Chicago.
Thank you.
So Ryan, WhereTo is an exciting, innovative new company on Innovation Row here at Convention this year. We're so excited to have you. And I want to hear about, how you're looking to innovate the industry. So first, what created the need for WhereTo, and what problem does it solve that hasn't already been addressed?
So about 3 years ago, a Fortune 10 company reached out to us. We were a startup in San Francisco that focused on consumer travel. And they felt that there wasn't adequate innovation available for Fortune 500 companies. So they partnered with us to build something from scratch. So we had the opportunity to build not only a new online booking tool, but a new kind of TMC, kind of for the 21st century. Everything else that big companies have been using is typically 20-year-old technology. So they wanted to have their hand in the kind of the future of travel, and we own the IP to it. So it was a wonderful opportunity to build something with the actual travelers that would solve their needs.
So I've heard you talk about Travel Policy 3.0. Can you tell me what that means in plain English?
Yeah, absolutely. So this Travel Policy 1.0 was kind of the origin of corporate travel, and it was the first 15 years of the industry. And it basically meant booking tools that added rules, very restrictive rules on top of what people saw. And that led to a lot of frustration with travelers saying, hey, how come I can't find this hotel or flight? And that led to kind of the last 10 years, which was Travel Policy 2.0, as it's often called. And that was the effort to bring in content from the other websites that people are naturally using and apply some sort of management over it. That has its own set of problems, which is basically, people aren't given guidance on the best options. So Travel Policy 3.0 is, in plain English, data-driven guidance on where people should be staying and what flights they should be taking, and it takes into consideration their satisfaction. So we look at their loyalty account, we look at the commute time, we look at the actual quality and safety of the hotel in making recommendations within our online booking tool.
So let's look at, we have different players coming into travel programs in recent years. We've got human resources, we've got procurement, we've got finance. It's a big part of a travel program. So let's look at a CFO's perspective. Why should a CFO care about the impact of policy on their road warriors?
Yeah, it's a great question. And the reality is travel is the second or third biggest expense on a company's line item. So it's going to have a massive impact on either the employment, the employee satisfaction, or on the flip side, on the costs of the company. So a CFO and the travel manager are sitting on top of that and are able to impact either on the one side millions of dollars in costs, or impact the desirability of that company compared to others, and how likely employees are to leave for other companies. So CFOs and travel managers should care about travel policy because of how much of an impact they have on those two major aspects of the business.
And that's expensive for a company too, right? When employees leave and you have to hire new people and go through that whole process.
Absolutely.
It's another impact on the bottom line.
And when your road warriors are traveling, 50 to 100 days a year, little differences to where they stay and how they fly are going to impact whether they stay at that company or not. And I think the whole industry is really starting to appreciate that quality to the thing.
Well, thank you for driving that conversation forward, Ryan. Thank you for being here with us today. It was a pleasure to have you. We're excited to see WhereTo on Innovation Row when Expo opens later this afternoon.
Awesome, thank you.
With that, once again, I'm Allison Davis coming to you live from GBTA Broadcast Studio in Chicago. Thank you for joining us.